The year was 2247. For centuries, Earth scientists warned of distant watchers. Now they arrived on the edge of our atmosphere, their armada blocking out constellations. Every eye turned skyward. Every heartbeat sensed in the same primal rhythm, fight or die. In the black canvas above, a silent rupture split the stars. From that silent tear poured dozens of colossal vessels, each one larger than the great cities they orbited. Their hulls shimmered with a crystalline sheen, etched in unfamiliar runes that pulsed like living hearts. On the bridge of orbital outpost Cairo Zero, General Aruna felt her breath catch. Every console hummed an alarm. Every radar blip screamed invasion. Ground control in New Delhi reported a tremor in the electromagnetic field. Pilots in low-orbit fighters scanned the horizon, eyes wide with shock. Children on the ground paused mid-laughter, staring at glowing silhouettes cutting through twilight. An eerie calm followed, an instant of prey realizing the jaws would snap shut. Aruna, voice steady but hands trembling, activated the global broadcast. Her image flickered onto screens in Tokyo, Paris, São Paulo, Dordogne. Humanity stood at the threshold of extinction. The aliens did not dock. They hovered in formation, muzzle-like cannons trained on the blue world. Their presence was proclamation. We come for your surrender. Then a single transmission crackled in every language. Either kneel or be extinguished. Silence answered. Then, deep in bunkers and command centers, hearts ignited. Earth would not bow. Not today. Within hours, every national capital united in an unprecedented summit. Washington, Beijing, Moscow, Brasilia, Nairobi. Leaders once divided by politics now shared a single resolve. Defend their home. In a glass crystal hall illuminated by holographic stars, they unveiled Project Aurora, a chain of orbital fusion cannons repurposed from decommissioned solar probes. Pilots strapped into sleek fighters, crews manned gargantuan cruisers, engineers recalibrated missile arrays. Civilians filled factories, welding microfusion cores in feverish shifts. On the streets, strangers clasped hands and whispered a vow. If Earth survived, it would stand forever united. Captain Li Wei transmitted her voice to every ship. Humanity fights not as many, but as one. Her words echoed in corridors lined with restless sailors. In the engine rooms of freighters turned into escort vessels, mechanics polished plasma injectors until they burned bright. Below, families watched the night sky with tears and hope intertwined. When the weapons rose into orbit, they formed a ring of light circling Earth. A halo of defiance brighter than any sunrise. The alien fleet responded by locking all weapons on that ring. For a heartbeat, the world held its breath. Then, in every garrison and bunker, a single heartbeat pulsed louder, prepared to fire. At dawn, Earth's fighters climbed through roiling stratospheric clouds, engines screaming defiance. Wingmates danced in tight formations, painting contrails against the fiery horizon. Ahead, alien corvettes drifted like phantoms, their phase shields shimmering in violet bands. Lieutenant Perez banked hard, eyes flicking to her scanner. Energy beams cut through clouds, carving brilliant arcs of ionized air. Behind her, wingmen unleashed magnetic missiles designed to latch onto those shimmering shields. The missiles vaporized on impact, the shields rippling as if rebuking their resolve. The first collision felt like colliding with myth. A pulse of alien plasma tossed fighter jets like toys. Flames licked panels. Instruments died. But every downed pilot triggered a fury above. Captain Aruna's command station radioed a single order: unleash the railguns. In orbit, the fusion cannons spat crystalline slugs that pierced shield layers with precise bursts of kinetic force. One by one, corvettes buckled, tearing open to reveal alien hulls fractured like splintered bone. Fighters swooped in on detached escape pods, capturing prisoners for interrogation. Below, cameras projected the battle to every street. Cheers erupted where tears had fallen hours before. Humanity's voice roared through the cosmos. You will not break us. In underground labs beneath the Andes, Dr. Mbeki aligned the quantum collapse array. Months of covert research had produced a weapon unlike any other, a device that could rip phase technology apart at its root. Tonight, the world watched and waited. As the alien armada pressed forward, expecting Earth's collapse, the stations activated. Crimson waves of quantum resonance rippled through space, shredding shielding patterns. Alien vessels convulsed as if stricken by invisible lightning. One by one, shields flickered, systems overloaded. Aboard flagship Namora, alarms blared. Admiral Therax snarled, ordering immediate retreat. But the array's pulse chased them through the void, forcing ships to shut down engines and drift helplessly. In orbit, railguns finished the job, each shot finding unprotected hull. Across communication channels, alien voices crackled in panic. They had never known technology could betray them from within. On Earth's surface, people wept with relief. Choirs lifted voices in every language. Dr. Mbeki allowed herself a single smile before her team powered down the array. Victory was no longer a dream. It was within grasp. Earth's final staging ground lay on the moon's far side, a fortress carved into a frozen crater, bristling with particle cannons. Refugees worked alongside soldiers, forging supplies and tending to wounded. On the horizon, alien drop ships approached in squadrons, engines glowing and hulls speckled with stars. Colonel Reyes surveyed the plateau from a glass-domed observatory. Below, troops manned turrets, their faces lined with fatigue and unbreakable will. She steadied her voice over comms. Hold position, no matter the cost. When the first graviton charges struck lunar regolith, the ground trembled. Plumes of gray dust erupted, obscuring sight. Then, through the cloud, enormous alien walkers emerged, each one taller than skyscrapers on Earth. They advanced on the fortress, pulsars of energy lancing from armored limbs. Turrets unleashed a wall of laser fire, slicing through walker joints. Inside the fortress, engineers rerouted power to experimental Gauss launchers. A single shot punched through mechanical armor, sending a walker toppling into the crater. Cheers rang through comm channels, even as battle raged. Aliens pressed forward with ruthless precision, but each advance stalled under human fire and ingenuity. Hours passed like centuries. Then, as sunlight crept across the crater rim, the last walker fell. Silence blanketed the field. Humanity had held the line at the moon's graveyard. With the alien armada in retreat, Earth forces boarded derelict ships, securing prisoners and precious data. At the heart of the enemy flagship, they found Admiral Therax, gravely wounded, armor dented, flanked by guards. General Aruna watched him from a hollow viewport. When he spoke, his voice was gravel and regret. He confessed that his civilization lay dying, consumed by wars of their own making. They sought new worlds to sustain their people, not to commit genocide, but to find refuge. Their invasion was born of desperation and hubris. Aruna felt a shift in her heart. Victory had come at tremendous cost, but here lay a chance to reshape an entire galaxy. Therax offered data on healing technologies and energy systems, secret knowledge that could lift humanity to the stars. In the silent hangar, humans and aliens exchanged reverent glances. Broken ships and twisted metal became symbols of shared sacrifice. Out of ashes, a new chapter began, one not of domination, but of cooperation. As Earth's sun rose over the battered horizon, it shone on two species forging a truce. The battlefield had become a cradle for hope. They came not to conquer, but to remind the stars who lit the fire first. Humanity survived, united by courage, and turned an interstellar defeat into a legend for all time.